Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Drawing with Borgman, episode 22. Thank you so much for joining us again, or taking a peek at the videos. We appreciate you supporting what I'm trying to do. Just as I hope that there are people supporting you in what you're trying to do. Because, it's tough. It's tough to just get up and do the daily grind, especially when you're grinding towards something that matters to you, you know? So thank you again so much for joining us. So we're going to hop right into our 6-minute poses, 5 6-minute poses. Going to go ahead and roll the dice here again. We're going to get that nice little dice sound for you. And 91. 91 is our first pose. So let's see. 91 is driving. Driving. All right. And then let's see. What's up next? Here we go. 81. All right. 81 is going to be writing. And these exercises are just helping us with our anatomy, as well as, like posing and just like getting faster at drawing various things in general. So next up, hear that dice roll. We've got 76. 76 running. Okay, yeah, no. Big fan of the running. It's an important one. All right, and then here we go. 50 even. Okay, so here we go. Let's see. 50 is clapping. All right, and then final one is gonna be 88. All right, so 88 is crawling. Ooh. Excellent. All right, loving it. Here we go, diving right in. We're gonna start with driving. So if he's driving, we're still doing poses of Horo, titular character. Right now we're listening to some nice car or golf. Cart. It's gonna be a cart. To be Fireball. Yeah, no. Wild magic roll. Welcome back, EXO. Thank you so much again for joining us as usual. All right, go ahead and get that timer going. Here we go. Had the timer set to 17 minutes yesterday for baking a pizza. All right, there we go. 6-minute timer and starting it. So here we go. Well, wait. First, we're going to do the through lines for each one, right? So basically, that's the energy for driving. If he's driving, it's driving a cart, pulled by wagons most likely. Not going to be driving some other kind of like motorized vehicle. So let's see. Writing. I always draw them going to that direction, so I'm gonna do it this. I need to get more accustomed to like. See, I keep having him. So he's gonna be running this way. Yeah. All right. Clapping. Crawling. All right. So merging these layers, and then here we go. I'm just going to shrink the opacity on this, so that way it's not just as in our faces. And then here we go, hopping back in with the timer, resuming it. All right. There we go. Oh, yeah. Man, I loved the movie Fantasia. Still do. You know what? It would actually be more... We're gonna go ahead and hop out of this. Oh, goodness gracious, we need the hard round. What are you doing? Get that out of here. We don't want any of that. Want... There we go. Burb coffee time. Oh, yeah, no, actually. Oh, neat. Some hydration right there. Oh, actually, there's fresh coffee brewed right now. I would love to go and get some. But I feel like, you know. Yeah, there we go. Just a bit more. Oh, wow. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. All right. Sorry, a bit of a lower, another, you know, just not really as talkative today. Not as much stream of consciousness. The mind is a blank. But Here we go. Admin. I was realizing that I'm putting just my messy, kind of sketchy, just, you know, building edges style on mad display. You know, not as crisp and clean. Everybody aspires to be a person who lays down one line. Done. But we're also doing gesture drawings. This is all gestural, so I would never call this a sketch. No. Oh, shoot, I need to do... That's one thing that I didn't do that I gotta do. Oh, no. Well, sorry, we got a bit lost. It's the start of the stream. Bit of a hump day, too. So, there we go. Alright, next up, we've got writing. So, alright, we'll just, you know, we can do like a little half-body bust situation, kind of, you know. So let's go ahead and get started on that. Alright, 6-minute timer going. Guess he's standing while he writes. See, I didn't even know that when I started this. Now we do. Well, no, he could be sitting. It's a drafting desk. There we go. You know, how you lean on your drafting desk. It's a standing drafting desk. He's very fit conscious. I need to get a standing desk. I sit way too much during the day. Feels bad, man. Hashtag feels bad, man. Oh, yeah. Now we're getting into it. Now we're focusing up. It's an art day, baby. Every day's an art day. It's also super rainy here, so I think that like rainy day vibe started getting to me where I'm like, oh, a book or a video game and nothing. Ooh, God, that sounds appealing. But then we started the grind. Because that's what we got to do, everybody. We got to do it every day. I was actually speaking to, I talked to somebody in a doctoral program, and they were telling me that for their, God, what is it called? Their doctoral certification, you know, like the thing that, the professional thesis that puts them into that community. Here we go. I'm showcasing my approximate knowledge of many things. Dissertation. Their dissertation. Sugar snaps. I was missing all of this. Standing desk or auto desk suspended from the ceiling. Ooh. Love rainy days. Yeah, London or Seattle. Great for rainy days. What was I saying? Oh yeah, no. So I was talking to this doctoral candidate about, you know, and they were saying you just have to work on your dissertation for an hour every day. Like you have to. Like that's the only way you get it done. At the very least, an hour every day. Like at the very least. And I was, you know, that's same way for businesses or any, and you know, just work on it. I got to start playing guitar again. Somebody finally got me a guitar. I've always wanted to learn guitar because I'm, a douche. But no, so I've always wanted to learn guitar, and somebody finally got me one, and I've just not been practicing enough. Need to get back into doing that. Here we go. It's gonna have some kind of longer writing implement. Something we're not accustomed to. Well, modern day people aren't as accustomed to. When I say we. Music took a definitive. He's in study mode. That's why. Music took a downturn. We got 1:18 left on the timer here. He's trying to learn how to write with his offhand as well. Look at that. See with the desk, with the drafting desk? Boom. We just eliminated all this drawing we had to do. Done. Look at that. Oof. Man. See, work smarter, not harder. Who cares if it has 0 interesting shapes or anything like that? Did your parents condition you to like rainy days because those were the days it was acceptable to play video games? All day. Yeah, no, 100%. Oh, and there's the timer right as we finish up that second foot. All right. Dismiss that one. Okay, now we're running. We're going to be facing a different direction this time. All right, timer's going. Let's roll. It's going to be a full-blown sprint because those are the most dynamic and fun. See how I like. This is what this should be. I'm gonna. That's how I draw. Exactly. Here's the Mona Lisa with a curtain in front of her face. It's amazing. All right. So here's how I should have done that according to, instead of all the extra lines that I imply or add on. But I like it. I like it so much more. It's just so freeing. I don't have to worry about anything, See? See that? That's just so much. And then I can even find like a better shape, half the time. When you're like, oh no, actually I like the way it's basically it's kind of like time traveling. So you get to see all of the possibilities instead of just one possibility each time. Instead of being like, no, I don't like it. No, I don't like it. No, I don't like it. You're just like, meh, meh, meh. And you're like, ooh, okay, like I like this right here, and then you just start erasing out the other timelines. It's Loki. You are drawing with the shit the just like the show Loki. You know, that version of time traveling or alternate you're creating all the realities at once. And I've never been good at choosing, so maybe that's why. Maybe that's why this is my preferred drawing method. Well, it okay. I'm not the person to talk to about that, like whether or not like the old masterpieces are still masterpieces. Of course they're still masterpieces. First of all, they didn't have the tools that we have today. So it's like they don't have the technology, they don't have like the means of I mean like creating a lighting situation, a lighting situation for you to model your artwork after in the 1600s as compared to, you know, drawing a still life today. You're insane. You're insane if you think that it's like, you know, comparable at all. You know, you have to draw it, you have to paint it all, you have to draw it all the day before, then like paint it all in one day, and then you have to and if you don't, then you have to hope to God the lighting conditions are the same. You have to and you're using candles and like, you know, silver and pewter platters to bounce light rather than like a modern day professional lighting setup. Like so first of all, like there's just that. Then there's the you know, the other side of things, which is just the other reason I'm not like a good person to ask about this is because I'm these shoulders are backwards. Wait, are they? How do you how do other people? Yeah, yeah. People, you throw with your leg and your foot at the same time, same side, same time, same side, same time. Um, I have to do that all the time. Like I'll be like, wait, how do people run again? But the other reason I'm not a good person to ask is like I don't value my art as highly as I should. Um, a lot of times, like I undervalue it. Like the Mona Lisa is tiny. It's teeny tiny. So there's just so many. Yeah. So it's like, is it a priceless work of art? Depend. Yes, yes, it is. Regardless. See this? We did not know which direction he was facing. We're screwing all that up. Wow. See, you ask a question about something I have real thoughts on, and I get sidetracked hard. Dismiss. Okay, well that was our six. Oof, oof. All right. So now clapping. I gave an interesting you know, through line for this one. All right. Oh, this one instantly. We're gonna do it with his hands in the up, separated portion, you know, so you can tell that he's gonna be clapping. Well, I guess I was also Oh, no, not your bad. See, that's the thing. When you're see, here's the secret behind the music, folks. It's so that way I can claim that there's no dead air. Because even when you're not listening to my voice, you're listening to something, right? See? 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 Work smarter, not harder. But that is why it's good when I get those little those questions like exos, so that way I'm not too reliant on my little cheap trick, and people are giving me some stuff to talk about. Because I'm not the best at doing my homework. Oh, and that's the other thing. See, that ADD kicks in hard. So here we go. What was it? Oh, yes. Platform wooden sandals that... Alright. Geta. These are called geta. The wooden sandals are called... I hope I'm saying that right. It might be Jita. I don't know if the G is hard or soft. Yogging. I believe it's pronounced yogging. I think it's a soft J, but apparently you just run. I am a scribble drawer for sure. My goodness. It's the way I've always drawn. At least for my gesture drawings and the early sketching stage. I actually did when I was first, learning and playing around with OBS, and I still am not even close to a pro with it. But when I was first, we just learned not to stop muting ourselves. But when I was first learning it, I posted some videos of me doing more traditional approach to drawing with the scribbling and for the gesture drawing and then refinement rather than the erasing in that I did for the other piece recently. One of the other reasons I like this is because you can start to decide shadows earlier. You can kind of start to decide, line weight indicates a lot of things, but one of the things that line weight indicates is also shadow, line weight indicates where, gravity and how it's interacting and where light is hitting too, though. To that point, there's, I was just watching a video from another artist who is talking about, he's a comic book artist, and talking about his drawings of Batman, where he will leave, if this is the torso, or this is the lat, into the armpit, right there, and this is stretched, and the light source is behind him, he'll just hint at it right there, because that's, it gets washed out by the light, so it's this spot. But anyways, get out of that. You got 45 seconds. Come on, you're drawing your guy, not Batman. Although if people would like to see me draw Batman, please just let me know. I'm more than happy to. And take a serious crack at some Batman. Actually, my old college roommate loved Batman. I had some interesting college roommates. I feel like everybody does. But the one I liked the most really liked Batman, so I drew him a Batman on our as our last time hanging out. Draw the Gita or Geta or Jita. All right, and that's that one. Next up, so we're dismissing. Boom. All right, and then crawling. So crawling's going to be an interesting one because this man, this once proud man, he would only crawl in certain situations, and that would be if he could not stand. If there was no possible way. So here we go. Actually, one of the funny things about, me saying, the whole OBS thing, I don't usually, actually, can you? I guess you can't really. I don't know. Is there a way to drag the users in chat and the chat into separate things? But I didn't realize how many people were actually watching the stream. I was just assumed a few, like maybe one or two, the people in chat. But a lot of you are non-chatters, and I respect that. Myself being of your inclination. Well, I'll do that research later. But anyways, hopping back into this. Reaching out because something has gotten him. He can't. No, this is not how I go. Not like this. And one of the things that you can kind of like do to really speed up your drawings is you'll notice with there's like the first thing people are going to look at is a head. So if you just finish the head and then like the things closest to the head the most, things can really, like this hand looks pretty good. Like it's a good looking hand. It's a shitty hand. but the gesture of that hand is really nice, and it gets nicer the more developed the head gets. Like, cause you're looking at that first, and you're like, oh, that head's good, and then because the thing you're like, oh, the head's good, then oh, that's the through line. So it's funny, sometimes you look at paintings or pictures that people post and you're like, oh my gosh, that's incredible. And then the more you look at it, the more you're like, oh, that is really unrefined in some spots because of the things that the eye are automatically drawn to. The longer you're looking at something. And that's the thing, most people are only looking at things for a couple seconds, if that. So they're never going to pick up on anything you don't completely render out. And then on top of that, like, certain things are just going to get lost in details, so why does it matter at that point? But it matters to me. I definitely over-render, for sure. I am an over-renderer, hardcore. Very much so. No, not like this. Hand's also way too far out, though. Making him lankier than he should be. Well, there we go. And look at that. We have a minute and a half left on this. I'm already liking... No. None of them have his hand wrap on the other arm. Why is it torn? What happened to the blade attached? We don't know. We don't know. We're missing the exposition. But it's okay, because I know it, and I'll share it with you. Once the publication is complete. So now I think we can crank up this eraser a bit. Erase into some of these areas we created. He doesn't wear those little gita when he's in a more intense situation, you know, which would be required for him to be in this position. You know, Goku doesn't go down lightly, just saying. But that's our alarm. There's crawling. And boom. Alright, got those gestures done today. Had some fun ones. Definitely, you know, working out the kinks. Not some strong showings right here. But we're also talking, we're also chatting, we're also vibing on the music, so it's all good. Giving ourselves a break. Let's shut that down. Everybody doesn't need to listen to you, Mr. Alarm. All right, so saving it up, and remember, you know, saving it is something that you can find later on. Today is the 22nd. Oh. We'll rename that later. Alright. So, here we go. Closing that up. And then hopping back in to have some more fun here today, folks. Oh, yeah. You gotta love it. I mean, as a whole, thoroughly enjoyable little structure there. We'll do the... Oh, actually, this will be cool. So, you know, always work on experimenting with stuff. So we made some brushes a while ago. One of them is like a cracked desert brush. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to open up a new layer. No, that's not what we want. We want more like this. Yeah, that'll be good. All right. Then we're going to paint over it with... Where's the brushes that I've made? And we could do leather. Yeah, rasterize that shape. And then we would go over it. The nice dirt color. Well, can't find the one that I made, which drives me nuts, but the leather one can work. No, that's not good. Let's see. I know I made one. They're just not one share it with me right now. Details. Oh. Alright, well. No. Alright. Here we go. We're just going to do this. Then we're going to hit it with a bit of this. Maybe some of this. Rough it up a little. And we're going to go ahead and take it. Could do it. No, I guess we would want to maybe warp it a little. Yeah, maybe just do a little warp. Just kind of pop it up. Give it a little bit of that convex. There we go. Oh, shoot. What do we do? No, we don't want to do that. There we go. This actually has to be like more like down here. It's going to be a really low ground because of the angle that we've got on the like on the actual vehicle itself. But switching back. But yeah, there's our ground. Look at that. Nice. All right, so here we go. Just gonna go back in. We're gonna we'll work on Chetster a bit, the old Chetney, Chetalicious. So here we go. We're going into this color wheel, his area of the color wheel. We're gonna saturate it a little bit and bring it down for the shadows, and then we're also gonna roll it down just a bit more into the red, and that's going to inform some of the colors for his like undertones, you know, down here. And this is what I'm talking about, where it's like too much detail, because I'm going to be lucky if they see this much detail. You know what I mean? But I'm going in deep. Why? Because it's fun for me. And at the same time, it also, you know, will improve my skills on other, like, drawings where things are a bit more, like, a bit closer and stuff. So he has some scars, so that's going to be a much paler color. But it's also going to be in that, like, pinker range. So, go ahead and do that for his scars. And then we'll hit that shadow color right there. we'll just hit a quick highlight in there. You know, really, you know, I just want to give him a little joy, little happiness. Then we'll go with a base color for his beard situation. It's an awesome beard. And what's nice is when you're pulling from, once you get the color profile of your painting to where you want it to be, and you can start pulling from the painting itself, then it creates this uniform to it. So like, because like this red and this red are the same red, it unifies the whole piece. So that way you got to be careful not to like muddy it up, but it doesn't make it so difficult for the viewer's eyes to move around. You know. So then we're gonna do a paler version of this. It's got old man yellow old man teeth. Well, not that yellow. Maybe that yellow. Watching it come to life. It's so much fun once you start getting into like this stage and you really see it just start blossoming. It's my favorite. It really is. It's the reason I want to be an artist is for these moments. But unfortunately, they're not like there's all the extra stuff. So that's why it's important. That's why this channel is important. The grinding chat, he does not have lips that big. His lips are not that huge or prominent. They're gonna be maybe a little more like that. But yeah, that's just the tough part, is the fact that you have to, that's why it's important to have the grinding channel, you know? That's why it's important to grind every day, do the warm-ups, so that way you can have more moments like this that will keep you going. So we actually want to go, I'm in here, and I want to go with a brighter color, because these are actually like blush and highlight portions. Actually a paler version of this. Oh. That feels like chutney to me. Alright. We just want to go in here. Just lighten that up a little bit. Give it a little bit more. But these are going to be catching the light, so they're... Oh! Another reason I need that standing desk, man. This just messes with my shoulders a little bit, you know? All right. So I'm going to go with this one, and we're going to go just a skosh. There's that undershadow. There's that blushing. That blushed area. More blood in your cheeks. Less blood in your nose. So you gotta think about that. Gotta think about where all the blood is, dog. So that's gonna be bunching these up. So we're gonna push them down like this. Then we might actually just, I gotta pull this out just a little bit. There we go. Oh yeah. We're gonna go in here with this color for his, he's a muscly little dude. He is cut. Back into this layer. So we want to go over, not under, over, not under. And then we're going to add just a skosh of this right here. So I want to maybe just a skosh more. There we go. So we can get that look of his skin through the glass. Oh dang, this looks nice. This looks nice, everybody. It's almost like I'm a good artist or something. Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought years of practice and not getting paid? And now we're at that phase where we're just kind of like working through. We're going to go through all the different spots on here and just kind of, I actually want to stay like at this level of zoomed in. Even though it's a little pixelated, like there's a little pixelation, I like this level of zoomed in because of how much control, because I'm a control freak, you know, you gotta. Look at that. See that? And then we're actually going to hit this. We're going to go more into the yellow, into that. Hit it right here. Boom. And that's actually what's washing that area out. Oh, man. Oh, man. What's that? What's that awesomeness right there? It's too easy. It's too easy, yo. Like, you know, you gotta, I'm too good at this game. I'm too I used to work with a guy and he would just talk like that all the time. I loved it. It's so easy. It's so easy, you know? I'm just so good at this game. Referring to life. Alright, so I want to hit this. Boom, just get a little shine on each one of these. The bolts. Just get some shine on the bolts, you know? You've got bolts there. There are two sides to every bolt. A top and a bottom. A side that catches the sun, a side that reflects the sun. A side that is in shadow from the sun. Shadow. So, I'm still trying to determine. One of the things that really just drives me nuts about everything right now is just how divisive it all is. I mean, I talk about that constantly. But I can't know whether or not I like the new Lord of the Rings series. I'm trying it out. I will agree that Galadriel is a bit of an infuriating character. And apparently there's a lot of discrepancy. Like I had talked about, you know, like people complaining about there being black elves. No, like not a legitimate complaint. Shut up. Whatever. Because, but like, I do have legitimate complaints about the writing, and it's tough because they're trying to make you feel like you're not allowed to have legitimate complaints about the writing, you know? And to that point, I can agree on. Because, yeah, you know, like, Galadriel is not a great character, in my opinion, right now. As of yet. Just lacking a lot of the wisdom that, you know, it just really lacking common courtesy for anybody. Her general sense of disdain for every person she comes in contact with, you know, it's just like, I don't know. It just, like, there's having a character arc where somebody learns humility, and then there's, like, somebody being put into that kind of, like, she's already in a position of power. She's, like, a leader, you know, a commander and stuff like that. But her behavior is not something a good leader would have at all. Like, you know, so it's like, I'm... Like, it's like, I don't know. It's... Like, she's edgelordy. That's what it is. She's very edgelordy, where it's like, look at my amazing skills. I'm so good, I don't need to listen to anybody. And, you know, that's why I'm kind of like, meh. About their main character. She's an edgelord. But that being said, they're you know. So it's like, it's really frustrating because there are legitimate people who are like, oh, there's no black elves, there's no black people, there shouldn't be any color diversity in Middle Earth's lore, blah 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 blah. Which is that's dumb. That's dumb. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if that's the way you feel, but since it's about like trying to create an English mythology, you know, they weren't all white people. The Roman Empire came first, and they spread their reach far into Europe, and diversified the heck out of it. And then on top of that, you know, all of the medieval crusades and whatnot. There's just a lot, you know. You're in the wrong there. But the complaints about like the writing itself and like just the storytelling, kind of legitimate. Like there was one that I heard where just, you know, so orcs are trying to do secret things and they're not being super secret about it, and elves are supposed to have like, you know, the best eyes and be able to see sight beyond sight, and well, they got some blind elves watching then. That's the other one. Which would be, so this color. There we go. And then probably hit it right, because the sun is beaming down directly, so it would be hitting inside there too. And lighting that up, which would then in turn pass through the reflection. See, like, it's complicated, I tell you what. Right, and that's the frustrating part, where it's like, in this all or nothing world we're living in, that's the point that I'm trying to make, where it's yeah, exactly. It just because it's got some objectively bad criticism doesn't mean that it's immune to all criticism. Exactly, and it's just a very frustrating situation, because it's like, come on, you know, you're not, you're making it so we're not allowed to criticize. So I think we actually just need to go denser into the green right here, since we're seeing more of it. Yeah. Then need this. Then we're gonna those subtle color value changes, you know? It's the good stuff. Pushback on the writing criticism? No, I mean, I don't really share my... This is pretty much a void. I mean, you're the only one responding to me, so I'm not, you know, I work from home, so I'm not sharing these ideas a ton. But no, it's just, I'm not really interacting with people enough. I'm just exploring the various criticisms that I've heard and read, and more addressing them. Like I, you know, it's podcast talk, EXO. None of this matters, you know? It only matters if people care enough to listen. But look at that, like, I always loved putting these kind of things on my Lego ships growing up, you know? Look at that. That is... it's looking lovely. So we're going to hit just a little bit. Just desaturate it. Because, you know, sunlight desaturates stuff. Shadow saturates. Glare desaturates. Shadow saturates. Hit this. Boom. We're actually going to roll it around. And then we'll actually grab the white right here for the tip, because then we can pull this piece out, so that way it doesn't get lost and muddied in with the engine back there. Didn't want to lose it all up in that. Well, with that, boom. Then it's going to be in the purpler range, and going to add a little color to it. Maybe we just go up a little bit more into the black. There we go. Boom, there we are. And then this, we're going to add just a drop of that in there. And then push it out some. Nice. There we go. Oof. Oh man, that neck. All right. Now, his hat is actually super detailed, so I want to get some of that in at least. Oh. Chitney Packaby. Or Chitney. Hello there. That's not Chitney, that's my character, Greg the Elder. All right. You gotta hit those, and we're gonna redden up his nose just a little bit, you know. And there we go. And all right, so now we're gonna get into his hat a bit. So he's got this like, he's got this like pyramid design that goes along the rim here. And that goes right down here as well. Oh. Create clipping mask. All right, and then so that'll be white right there. Well, it's gonna be like an off-white, but you know what we're saying. So we got this, and we're going all details. I love details. I love them. And then, let's see, right about here, it's got some more white. Then right about here, another band of white. So that one's going to go like this. Boop. Boop. And then right there, another one. And that one goes up, 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 up. And then we'll just add a little more curly Q's hair. Some highlights to his hair. Boom. There we go. And then we're going to go, I want to go in here and just add a little bit more right there and there. And boop, boop. There it is. And there's the scar. All right, and then here we go, going back into this. So that's going to be our darkest color, really. It's right here. And we're going to go with, so then going around to the more turquoisey. Actually, that's going to be perfect. And then we line this. Nope, nope, just a little bit, just a skosh lighter. Then we line this with that. Next part of the design. And then it also underlines it right here. And then there's another line right here. And then it's actually woven in right here at this point. And then we've got kind of a brownish, well, more of a copper actually. So I actually want to pull his copper. That's perfect. That's a perfect one. So then we're going to add that part right there. And then on top of that, we're going to go right here. Here's another bit. Wait a second. Wait a second. Nope, nope, that's on me. That's on me. This needs to go like this. And then we got to cut back into it. I fudged it. I fudged it, folks. So right here. Puckpee! And then we cut across it like this. Like that. And then this one, this copper band can go right across. And then here's that next white layer. So we may have fudged the white just a skosh. So then brown, then blue, then white, then this color again. Right on top of the white. And then brown gets dotted in. And then blue line. And then there's that white line. It's right here. And then another one of these. That one goes in right there. And then ends with that. There we go. And then down here, down the ear flap, got that one. There's the white. I've got like this other off blue in there, but I'm not even going to bother to put it in. It's unnecessary at this point. Oh, and actually the inside lining is all this color. And there's the Pockster. Master Pock P. Alright. Now we'll do him some favors with the clothing. Isn't that nice how we can just use... See, and that's why that kind of dirty outline is nice, because then we can use it so much during the rendering process. Just making edges. Just making edges. We're gonna just lighten this area up. Give him a bit of shine. Not bit of shine matters to us. Oh yeah. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. So now we're going to... Oh, man. Hit that with a little highlight right there. Some glue trappy highlights. Yeah, let's dive into FCG now. That's what. So we'll go with the figures and move outwards. That'll be a nice little way to do it. Because then I can also use the reference for the characters. Oh, man. Once the stream is done, I hope everybody stands up, kind of stretches out a bit. Don't want to be sitting too long. It's important. It's important to get up and move about regularly. I definitely don't do it enough. Oh, it's way too small. All right, that's much better. Okay. So we're gonna So FCG seems to be good with these. He has far less wires, but I kind of like having all the, at least different sized ones, you know. Well, some different sizes, different colors. Make it nice and interesting. He's got this great blue. It's actually, we're going to pull it straight from Chetney. Maintain that, you know, visual consistency. So the blue in his eyes. And then that blue, it shows a different material, of course, so it's going to, we're actually going to, I actually like that nice little blend, the marriage of the copper and the blue. So this would be his other arm. Falling into shadow. Then he's got a panel over there, but we're not going to see that panel. And then, let's see, we're going to go ahead and hit him with this. He's got his backpack on. And then, boop. Go ahead and get that. All right. So then, it's going to be the bottom color for his little, and these are going to be, I'm going to do this because I want this to be right about there. Ah! Like that. And this is going to go into here. Alright, and then we'll desaturate that as we pull it out. Boom, hit that highlight right there. He's going to have so many fun highlights. Oh, and hopping back. Sorry if I missed anything in chat. No, people just chilling out, digging it. Glad y'all are vibing. Actually, hit that with just a bit more white, drown it out some, because they're going to blend together really well. Hope everybody's enjoying the classical music. I am really feeling it right now. It's just so epic, you know? Get you going. Yeah. It's good stuff right there. Hmm. All right. That's looking nice. Got some important refining to do right here. Actually. But then he's all metallic, so they're hyper-reflective surfaces, so they're going to reflect their own color back at each other, like back and forth. I do believe. Okay. All right. I think it's time to merge these, so that way we can do a little edit here. That needs to happen. Hmm. There we go. All right. Much better. There we go. Fantastic. All right. And then they actually painted on his face. So, 303. So that's going to be winding down the stream here with the end there with this song. We're going to be winding it down. Thank you all so much for joining us today. Come back tomorrow at 1:30 for more grinding as we continue this piece. But for now, got to go work on some other things. But this was a great start to the day. Thank you so much for all of your help, everybody. Helping me get my grind on. Hopefully I helped you with yours. It's important that we all work together, you know? To accomplish our goals. I just like a little more wire than what he seems to have. And this is actually just like a piece of string, so we're gonna leave it. It's kind of these colors here. Maybe we'll add a little brown to it. It's like a leather string of some kind. He seems to have some kind of like paint job. So he's actually a silver, which is, I think, the silver of his fingers. Actually more like that. So I want to like show that at the edges of things, because that's where, you know, like that's where the paint's gonna get worn away. So like right up in there. Here it is where his jaw is hinged, definitely. Boom, like that. Well, I don't want to stop, but we do have to get to work elsewhere. So again, thank you so much for taking the time to stop in, hang out, and hope y'all have a very successful rest of your day. Keep spreading that love. Keep sharing the content that you're making, And please try and, make it the most positive content you can, because the only thing we can leave behind are the impressions when we go. So, make sure you leave a good one on the people around you. Leave a good impression on the world. Thanks again, and hope y'all have a wonderful day. Check us out, Borgman Designs, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all over. Thank you so much. Love y'all. Have a good one. We'll see you tomorrow, 1:30.